Hello, and welcome to the judging for the 2025 Minecraft Haunted Mansion Build Battle. I am here with our fabulous panel of awesome judges, and I am so excited to show you all what our builders created because it rules so hard. I'm going to have us go from what I can see on my little Zoom panel here. So we'll start with Evan for intros, if that's all right.
Hi, everyone. My name's Evan Hall, and I am an architect with a office here in Minneapolis called Mead and Hunt. And I look forward to seeing all of the creative entries here today. Alsa, do you want to go next?
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Alsa, and I have no business being a judge. I just live in a community that has buildings. And so I figure that criteria I can understand if something is a building or not. And I also work with you guys probably often. You, the young yous, older yous, maybe I used to work with you. I live in the community, so that's me. I'm Alsa. Erin.
Hi, everybody. My name is Erin Hanafin Berg. I live in St. Paul. I also live around buildings, but my work is related to buildings. I work for a nonprofit organization called Royce, and we help people connect to their shared places and spaces through preservation, adaptation, and activation. And so I love that you guys have thought about a fictional place, one that only exists in your mind, but hopefully has taken a lot of inspiration from the places around you.
And I'm Royce. I help with the Minecraft program a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, Royce is here particularly as a Minecraft expert with tons of years of experience playing. He has a tendency to downplay himself, so I'm going to sing his praises because he rocks. All right, so, woo! I am going to start us out by sharing my screen. Can everybody see?
Not yet. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody getting any lag when I move?
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Okay. A little bit. So then I'll be careful to move slowly. Because I don't really know how to fix that at present. All right. So I'm going to start us off with our first build here, which should be just down this path. We gave our players a super spooky arena, and they were given a whole world in which to build. So we'll get to see quite a few very good spooky builds. But we're going to start with this one, where they built a path straight from spawn, which, if I remember correctly, if I check my coordinates here, you're going to get an overlay for a second. 63, 71, 233.
Spawn, of
Yep,
course.
this is... Yes.
That's just where you come from. That's not a scary place.
Correct. Spawn is where you start in the world. It's not scary at all. All right, this will be Ronaldo 67's haunted house.
Did they get the opportunity to name their builds then? So it's called
Yes.
Haunted House. Okay.
Yes, that is what Ronaldo named their build. Ronaldo is actually the, if I remember correctly, the younger brother of one of our veteran players. So I'm excited to see what they turned out.
Yeah, I tell you what, Reynaldo, I already would not like to be in here outside of Minecraft.
Well, and it's Ronaldo 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Or just really tall. Super tall Reynaldo.
Extra tall. Let's see. I'm going to start us on the main floor. We've got two sets of stairs, one going down and one going up, and a dirt floor, which is, I think, the spookiest kind of floor. All right. So we've got a little bedroom back here with
Oh, no.
stone and wood floor, no windows.
You said it's a bedroom?
Yeah, there's a bed and nothing else.
Reynaldo, stop playing. You can't sleep in there, Reynolds.
It's extra dark. Okay.
Okay.
I like the torch lit hallway.
Yeah.
That adds to the atmosphere for sure.
And what is this? Yeah. That's a back door.
Back door that goes straight into a cave with
Oh,
like a
wow.
20-foot
That's
drop.
spooky.
Reynolds. No.
There's no escape.
Into
Yeah,
the creepy basement.
The ceilings are very compressed. That makes. Ooh, spiderweb.
Yeah. I like the spider web.
Is this another
bed
bedroom?
here. Yeah. Very cramped space.
This one's worse.
Ooh, we've got a torch behind a pane of glass here.
Cool. Honestly, that is the torch behind a pane of glass is creepy because I don't get why it's there, but I can't stop looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Awful, Reno, though. I feel like it's gonna get my soul somehow. Yuck.
Got stuck in a cobweb. Oh, we've got another basement here, a sub. Extra.
Ooh, those are some scary looking
Pumpkins.
jack-o'-lanterns, I guess.
Mhm.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Unlit jack-o'-lanterns.
And there's that mystery flame box showing up again.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then we come through here, back upstairs from the creepy basement. We've got an upstairs too. They've placed a beacon on another bedside table in another bedroom.
Well, this is a nicer bedroom.
Yeah, 2 beds, 2
Wow.
beacons. We've got windows to the outside.
What is a beacon for?
Royce, do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, so beacons, when they're fully set up, they send a big laser beam into the sky, so it's helpful for finding, for marking locations. But also when they are activated, they give specific effects to the player, like they can heal the player and stuff.
Oh.
But these ones aren't going to be able to do anything because they're indoors.
I see. Okay. Do they light up, though, indoors?
I don't believe they light up the indoors.
Cool.
These ones aren't producing any light. All right. Gotta say, the stairs are definitely not OSHA approved. All right, and then we're up in a little attic here.
Different colors of windows, different
Mhm.
floors.
That's how you can tell it's an attic because of how the ceiling, shaped. We knew immediately we were in the attic, even if we hadn't gone up all those stairs.
Another beacon.
Some nice views out those windows.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so this is, I believe, the whole of the build. I'll do a quick flyover so you can also see the full exterior.
Okay. Ooh.
Wow.
They've also done this little bridge over a little waterfall they've built.
Oh, there's a lot of time spent on the exterior here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks almost like a hot spring.
I think
with
that might be lava around it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is so this is actually a beacon that somebody built during the construction of the arena, and is not part of the build. This wood path
Oh.
is though.
Just the bridge. and
Okay.
The bridge in the water.
Oh, they made the water too. They built a little waterfall. That's cute. I mean, spooky cute. I'm not trying to downplay you, Reynaldo.
Yeah, the haunted house is very well conceived on the inside and the exterior where they work together. I imagine that's quite a challenge to get both to work out. Where you can kind of float around the outside, it looks like a house, and then you're inside and it still feels like a house. In 3D, that's definitely a challenge.
The just the lack of windows or lots of windows adds so much mystery to me, and it makes me feel like I feel like whatever gets in there has to be strategic because it can't get out, which is scary. And there's jack-o'-lanterns, which is also scary. And I can't swim, so the waterfall is also scary too, Reynaldo. You didn't realize that, but frightening.
Very spooky. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to move us to the actual judging. And we are going to start with, so I'm realizing I've organized my tabs poorly here. Am I still just sharing my Minecraft screen?
Yep.
Good. Okay.
Are there sound effects too with the build that they designed?
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I'm sharing sound here. Because right now we're hearing bats and the crackling of the fire from the torches.
Good question. I didn't hear not hearing that.
Share computer sound. Yeah, here we go. I'll share that in mono. Yeah, here. Make sure my audio's turned up enough that you can hear it. The riveting. This is stuff. All right, can you hear that?
Yep.
Excellent. So we're getting the crackling of that fire, but we're also getting the rushing of the water. And then inside, it's kind of, here we get the bats. And then the grass under our feet. It sounds like maybe we've got a skeleton who is roaming around very rudely.
We missed the skeleton the first time, so I'm glad we came back in.
The house has an occupant.
Oh, you can hear the water underneath here, too. Little sonic tour of the space really quick.
Yeah, the rest is pretty quiet.
Yep. It's mostly just the bats in the belfry we hear squeaking. Very classic. All right, so I am going to move us, now that we've had a sonic tour, to the actual judging. And I'm going to do that over here so that we can have a view of what we're judging while I record. All right, so we are going to start with creativity out of 10. Now, as a reminder, we'll be scoring on 4 criteria, which are creativity and uniqueness. Your structure is unique and uses artistic creativity that sets it apart from others. Quality, the quality of the build based on the engineering and materials and techniques. Did you make the best use of the challenge materials you possibly could? Next, clarity of theme. Does your structure have a clear theme? How spooky is your build? How do you convey theme using the materials available? And authenticity. Is this build memorable and distinct? Does it incorporate something you learned from watching the lecture or from your personal research? Is it a place you'd want to visit in real life? Is it iconic in some way? All of these will contribute to the overall score, which will then determine who our winner is. For starters, oh wow, I see you guys have already entered your scores here. Beat me to it. So we're gonna go first through creativity. And if you've already written your score in, just say your score out loud and give a short explanation for why. We'll start with Elsa since you're first on the list.
Okay, I wasn't quite done, but yeah, okay. For creativity, I put a 4, and I'm thinking this is out of 10. I'm actually gonna go to 5, because creatively, I really like this. I feel like there's a lot that that is making me look further, and I see that there's more. There's like more that I feel like it feels like it is a house. You know what I mean? I feel like it was creatively designed as a haunted house, and I think there's more that could come from it, but I do feel like I would not like to be in there.
Makes sense. All right, Evan, let's hit you next.
Yes, I did a 6 for creativity. I thought that the spaces were really well organized and that it was very authentic, which I'm jumping ahead a little bit for like a house. But in terms of creativity, it did look kind of uh, like a house. The ceilings were very low, and that made it scary for me because I'm a tall person. But yeah, no, I really liked the overall build in terms of going through the spaces.
All right, that brings us to Erin.
I scored this a 7 for creativity. I really liked the kinds of flourishes that were brought into this space. Everything from the jack-o'-lanterns and the torches, especially, really captivated my attention right off the bat. The sounds I thought were really neat. I thought, we missed that the first tour through, so I'm really glad that we got to have that auditory tour. And the skeleton bones kind of like sounding like marimbas or wind chimes or something in the background, I thought was really neat. So I really think that this builder did a good job incorporating both things that are kind of iconic, spider webs and torchlight and rushing water and crackling bones and the jack-o'-lantern, very kind of spooky Halloween-y items with a larger environment that really worked well together.
I love that. Yeah, we don't always get sound in these, and it's always fun when there is. Speaking of, I'm going to turn down my volume a little bit because it's preventing me from hearing properly. There we go. All right, Royce?
Yeah. I gave it a 5 for creativity. I think overall it's really nice. I think there could be a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to quality. The quality of the build based off the engineering and materials and techniques. Do you make the best use of challenge materials possible? And again, we'll start with Alsa.
Okay, I said 6 for quality. I liked that there were different materials, like the different windows and different floors. I like that the use of materials also made it easy to see things like Aaron pointing out that we were in the attic. We could find out by default by just looking. Um, and actually, I'll stop there. I realize I'm being a bit verbose. Great quality materials, Reynaldo.
We live for that detail. All right. That brings us to Evan.
I gave the quality of this build an 8. I thought that overall the scale was appropriate, and that the quality of the house really looks like a house. I thought that the landscape was well designed, and yeah.
Nice. All right, Erin.
I scored quality at a 7, and I really appreciated the way that the spaces were organized. They were a little confusing, but you'd expect being in a haunted house to be a little confusing and not disorienting in some ways. I thought that the surface materials that were rendered in the various spaces were also really, really, really well done.
That brings us to Royce.
Yeah. I gave it a 5 for quality. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to authenticity. Elsa, you want to start us off?
Yes, Reynaldo gave an 8 for authenticity. I felt like your build was very unique and terrifying to me as someone who doesn't like scary things. I felt like this was a spider of a house on the blanket of my mind. Very scary.
All right, Evan?
Authenticity, I gave Ronaldo a 9. I really like the use of wood and stone in the basement, and I feel like it just seemed very like somehow realistic in a way, like a real house.
Erin?
I gave this an 8 for authenticity. I thought it really created a very clear sense of place, and like an environment that you could pretty easily immerse yourself in.
All right, and then Royce.
I gave it a 7. I think, like, walking through the house definitely did feel like a haunted house. Like it was good. I liked the layout of the rooms with like the staircases. It was kind of like a mystery, like what you'd find around every corner. Yeah.
All right, then that brings us to theme. As a reminder, the theme is, does your structure have a clear theme? How spooky is your build? And how do you convey theme using the available materials?
Great. I will go first. I feel like sorry, I gave you a 6, Reynaldo, and it's because this is a scary house. We just see now as we look a skeleton walking by in the background. The house itself, including the front layout, like it looks as we look at it like a face. Like the door is a little mustache and it's got one eye, and it's just. I can tell when I approach this house that I'm meant to be frightened, and it worked.
For me, I did a 7 for theme. I thought that the compressed spaces and the overall flow through the house was how you would experience like a real house, a real haunted house. I did kind of want more like shock when I was going around corners, but the candles were kind of like a subtle shock that was, like spooky in its own way.
I rated this a 6 for theme. It's clearly a haunted house. I thought it was a really good haunted house. I just wasn't sure what the story was behind the haunted house, and I would have liked that to have been explored a little bit more.
I gave it a 6 as well. I think, like, yeah, I feel like the story that I got from the house was like, I mean, like it's like a normal Minecraft house, but having like the mystery behind the things chosen. Like, there's no chests, there's no crafting table. Like, who lived there? Why is there 2 bedrooms and 1 in the basement? Like it's nice.
Excellent assessment. That comes out to a total score of what appears to be 106 for Ronaldo 67. That's going to bring us to our next build. Any final comments while I pull up our next build?
Yeah, just being introduced to Minecraft for the first time with this build, I thought it was really fun to zoom around, and this kind of sets the precedent for the other builds as like the bar. We'll see how it holds up here.
For ease, I'm going to pop over to our next one that's next to Spawn. This is going to be ER Gamer 15's The Creaky Door. I will mention that ER Gamer joined the build extremely late in the game. I believe they only got to build for about 30 minutes out of the 3 hours they were given. I just feel the need to point that out. All right, so this is interesting. We've got signs acting as boards over the door. As before, I'll give you a walkthrough. Feel free to comment as we move through.
What is that head that you're next to? Yes, what is that?
That is a skull.
That's a skull. Okay.
Hmm.
And what's the stuff on the wall? This like not the web, but this messy stuff. Yeah,
Lichen.
lichen.
We've got in this main space what appears to be
Ew.
a chair. Yeah, that's an interesting design for a chair.
Like
I don't know.
a
Yeah.
toilet chair.
Is that an actual cat noise in the background?
Oh, yes,
Or
sorry, my
my
cat is
cat.
losing his
Like, wow,
mind.
there's a cat.
I locked him in the basement, but someone let him out, so he's going to just murp in the background a little bit. He's just a menace.
I actually think you could hire him out to the Minecraft builders so that they could like provide accurate cat sound effects because, you know.
He would do it. He's great at it, and he never shuts up. Yeah, I'm talking about you. So we've also got this. It appears they've used a loom and a campfire to create a grill with a steak on it, as well as we've got an anvil with a crafting table stacked on top.
An anvil crafting table. Okay, and what is this other stuff here on the right? What's this other material? These things. Yeah.
This looks like black concrete on top of stairs. I think this is meant to represent a TV set. Royce, what do you think?
I think so as well. I can't think of anything else it could be.
Interesting.
Whoa, sorry, fell into the basement. We'll check that out in a moment.
Horrifying. Is that blood on the floor?
Yeah, kind of.
Looks like it. A lot of our
I can tell
players
that
use
was blood.
redstone
That's weird.
dust.
Yeah. What?
Redstone dust to represent blood.
Redstone.
They look very similar.
Yeah. I mean, what were they doing to those poor stones?
And here, a little more detail on the bedroom here.
Mm-hmm.
A little shelf by the bed, and then a bookshelf and a barrel.
Is
Nothing
there
in
like
the barrel.
poison or something underneath? It looked like there was a bottle of some sort underneath the bed.
Let's find out. Oh, it won't tell me because I don't have my middle slider enabled. I don't know. It looks like a potion of some kind and a sword. And then, let's see. Now we're in the creepy basement. A lot of empty potion bottles on the walls.
What is that?
Is that chiseled nether brick? Royce, do you recognize that?
I think, I think it's chiseled blackstone. Is that what it's called?
Maybe. I think so. Hold on. I'm gonna fix my control settings, and that will make things easier. So you're gonna get a peek behind the window here.
Is there a reason that chiseled nether rock that has eyes on it? I mean, it's Minecraft, so it seems like every line is intentional. And this rock has 2 dashes, where the skull also has 2 dashes, but they're in a different direction. That's not a face.
Yeah, I think it's
actually a pig snout.
I think you're right.
Snout is so terrifying. Okay.
Demonic pigs are scary.
I don't know if you all are familiar with Karnaki the Ghost Finder.
Nope.
Terrible Sherlock Holmes horror knockoff from the Victorian era, written by William Hope Hodgson. But his last and scariest story is called The Hog, which is about a demonic pig spirit attempting to possess a man during an exorcism.
Oh my god.
And that comment just very much reminded me. There's a scene in which the pig begins to come into the world, and the walls of the room it's trying to enter become pig snouts that are pushing through the fabric of the wall. It's genuinely a very upsetting image.
I think somebody might have read this because there are a lot of pig snouts coming through places where you would not expect to see pig snouts. So.
Oh. And is that another toilet seat?
It looks like we've got a cauldron here. full
With
of
a pig
water.
behind it.
With a pig behind it.
Oh no.
You can see the pig. Where's the pig?
The snout here in the Blackstone again.
He's poorly
okay.
lit, but he's in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just waiting, sniffing.
We've also got a couple brewing stands here for making potions. It looks like perhaps this is somebody's laboratory. The barrel? It's empty though. We've got some candles here. Dangerous.
Wait, is that a
uncontrolled
hole
fire
in the corner
full
there?
of-
Is that
full of cobwebs.
are you trying to go down?
Cobwebs slow our motion, so I'm just falling into the hole, but the cobwebs are stopping me from going very quickly.
That's awful. I hate that. ER gamer, you are gross. This is bad in the best way.
30 minutes to create something very spooky. All right, I'm going to give us a flyover, and then we can move to our judging, our numbers. Got a very simple exterior, but we still got timber pillars here and then plank walls. We've got lots of windows in this one, window on each wall, except for that one. One over here. All right. So
Can we-
beginning. Oh,
Can you inside? I know that there's those doors. Is that those loose doors? Is that where the toilet thing is the door? I see. Got
yeah,
it.
that's the back to the chair. This is one of the ways folks will build a chair you can actually sit in. Because a minecart is one of the few objects you can actually be seated in. So you've got 2 trapdoors, a minecart, and a door as your chair back.
Wow, creative.
All right. So then,
Sarah, I love how it sounds like you had us running away from that build very quickly.
And that's another part of the sound design here. I was noticing the first build, we had all dirt floors, so we're crunching as we move through. Here we click, and because they've used gravel, it sounds like we move faster. Very staccato design. All right, so then
I do think I saw a cat mew on there on the screen, so there might have been a cat.
Oh, I think you're right. We've got over at the help
okay.
desk. Yep. We do have a cat. Okay. So, moving to our judging document here for the creaky door. Let's start with creativity. Alsa, do you want to go first?
Yes. Creativity 8. I mean this with respect. There's a lot about this that feels like they were put into a predicament quickly, and you can tell that from that position, this artist, ER Gamer, really dug into their bag of like, all right, what are the things that I know I can do? Like, we need a chair. I know I can put 2 trapdoors and a minecart and a door. Pow! Right. Well, what else can I do? Knowing that that's the starting place. A lot, it seems like. The red sawdust and the random candles on the ground, the hole of cobwebs to make you slow sink. I know that I'm positive this child wasn't born in the 90s, but quicksand had a chokehold over our imaginations back then. And that was awful to watch. So, yeah, I gave an 8.
They really made it seem like we'd be dealing with quicksand so much more than we did. I've never dealt with quicksand.
Yeah. And ducks.
Ducks. All right, that brings us to Evan.
Yeah, for creativity, I thought there could be more articulation in the exterior, but the interior was really well thought out. So I gave this individual a 7. It was really fun walking through it, and just having 2 stories was a little bit easier to comprehend than the first build.
I also gave this an 8, like I'll say, on the creativity. I actually was struck even right off the bat where it has its title and name over the door. I thought that was a really creative touch to help us know where we are. And then it just had a lot of elements that were, I think, used to really good effect.
Royce?
I gave it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to check something really quick before we move on to the next thing. Okay, so the bedroom has this enclosed ceiling I was curious about, and then there's 2 holes in it, so that theoretically you could jump up and then jump down. Okay. I'm curious if they had built anything up there. Returning to my spot. Okay, that brings us to quality.
For quality, I gave a 6. I feel like the creaky door, is well made. I feel like I don't actually need to keep going. It's well made.
Yeah, I gave quality on this one 5. I thought there could have been more articulation in the exterior of the build.
I gave this one a 7, especially as I've looked at it a little bit longer. It's pretty clear to me that it's a like log cabin, kind of like single room build, and it's clearly that. I think some of the flourishes, like the kind of like the potion bottles and the cobwebs were almost a little bit overdone. But for the most part, I thought it was well done.
I gave it a 7 as well. I really enjoyed the quality of it is amazing, especially for how fast it was built. Like watching it be built so fast I was impressed.
They went up really fast. It was really marvelous to watch.
Makes me feel like y'all need to have a different contest. I mean,
Speed
this can also
builds.
exist, but a speed builds uniquely would be pretty awesome to watch.
Oh gosh, yeah. New challenges coming soon. All right, that brings us to authenticity.
Right. I gave a 5 for authenticity. And it actually is to the same point of the speed. There's a lot about this that I like, and I'm willing to bet with 30 more minutes, some of the things that I was wondering about would have been a lot more clear. Like it feels like an unfinished footprint to me, in that there's a lot that's scary about this. There's a lot that's on theme. There's a lot that I appreciate, and I don't know that I'm finding their like author print on it. So that's, I think, where the other 5 would be the things that would make it stand out more as completely theirs, but genuinely really amazing, especially given the time.
For authenticity, I gave this build a 5 also. Yeah, I think the time constraints were difficult on this, but they did an amazing job quickly. I'm judging authenticity based off of like the creaky door. I'm not sure how that kind of brought itself in quite yet. I think with a little more time, they could have figured that out.
I actually gave this an 8 for authenticity, and I think part of it for me was that the things that this builder deployed to make it creepy were just like really, really well done. The whole pig snout thing, maybe my imagination went a little wild, but like that is a really creepy image for me, and I thought that was just really well brought into play.
And I gave it a 6.
Okay. Any further reasoning on that before I move to final comments?
I don't know. I liked it.
Sometimes that's all you need. All right. If you've got any final thoughts, I'm going to find our next build. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did we go through themes?
Yeah, the theme.
Oh yeah, theme. Sorry,
That's
I
okay.
goofed.
I
Yeah, let's move to theme, our last category.
I gave a 9 because this is wholly a haunted house and an unholy place. Uh, yeah, it's every element about it, even um to your point, Aaron, like the bare log cabin feel, and like where there are windows, I can see movement, and I can't quite tell what it is. Um, there's a lot of things, all the lichen, the substances, the pig snouts, there's like all these things that um, let me know that I'm supposed to feel uncomfortable. The toilet in the middle of the floor by the TV, just super scary.
Yeah, I gave theme on this one a 7. I thought that there were lots of interesting kind of nooks and corners in the space that were doing interesting things.
I gave this one a 9. I thought I could start to really get a good sense of what the story was behind it, with the potions and the pig snouts and the um, cobwebs and the hole to nowhere. That, yeah, I thought it was well done.
I gave it a 7. I did enjoy the theme for this project for this build a lot. Um, yeah.
This is a fun one. I like the challenge they put themselves up to. Okay, now while I find our next build, uh, y'all are welcome to make any final thoughts as I pick our next stop.
Honorable mention to the sound. I know we said that earlier, but um, even the splotchy granite there is it's a cool effect. And when I think about the real life places I don't like to be, um, they have weird impediments like that, like where my feet are gonna feel different as I step out. Like that's a part of the odd experience of the whole thing is I gotta walk up unevenly and like one step, if it's mud like it looks like, um, one step being a step that sort of sucks you and holds you quicksandy, and another step being one that you can clearly hear your footfall is yucky. I can see why you gave yourself constraints, CR gamer.
So, what is that noise? Oh, I see. Okay, this is Junio Six's Evil Jerry's house with a J. And they've put some effort into surrounding us with spikes and lava here so that we don't have an easy exit. We're also surrounded by pandas, which I know they summoned.
Are the pandas making that squeaking sound?
Yes. Oh, and we've got over here a pit with a bunch of spikes at the bottom.
Oh my.
Ooh,
We've got some stuff
Oh,
happening here. Okay, there's a
so those
lot.
are also
Yeah.
spikes next to the lava, you said?
Yes. Stalag or dripstone. You can make stalagmites and stalactites with them. And if you land on them, they are sharp. And as we come up, we've got these new copper lamps for an extra spooky ambiance and some skulls pasted on the walls. Please play when you enter house. Do we have a jukebox?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. It's
ooh.
So I think there was meant to be a jukebox here, so I don't know what
Oh,
song they wanted to play, but let's see. We'll continue.
Jerry will get you.
Don't enter. Jerry will get you. We've got blood on the floor, redstone torches, and a skull.
Oh no, Jerry. Jerry, no.
Jerry, I'm a little freaked out by that, man. Ooh,
Oh no! It's Jerry's
that's a
butt.
panda. Wow.
Oh
got a
no,
double bed.
another bedroom.
Oh, good thing he has a bed.
The side that says Jerry's. That is Jerry.
Did the other pandas have red eyes?
Oh, I didn't see. I don't know. I'll have to check when
Might
we
have
come
been
back out.
my mind moving a trick.
So,
I thought they did.
come through here. We've got more blood and torches on the floor, as well as more skulls. Dead end. Yeah. I have to say, for a lot of these, it's my first time
Oh
exploring
my
these as
gosh.
well. Oh, we've got human heads. Fleshed.
Oh, Jerry.
Let's check out the basement.
Oh no.
More skulls, more blood. I'm not
There's a
seeing.
hole in this corner. No?
You're right. It's just a little one, an empty, like a
Empty.
shelf, a niche. Got a flat roof. Oh, we've got a hole into the roof there. I'm gonna double check that I didn't miss anything. Oh,
Is that
yep, this is
a
that
shark
creepy room.
in
Oh,
the
that was a
water?
squid. They hang
Oh,
out.
okay.
Did the builder put that there, or do creatures just show up? Like they put the pandas
Creatures
there.
will just show up. They put the pandas there, but the other monsters and creatures we're seeing have spawned individually.
Oh, the other thing has red eyes, not the
Oh yeah,
panda.
that's a giant spider.
Yeah. Is that it growling? Was that a spider sound?
That was a zombie right here.
Okay. I don't
I
like that
think the
either.
other thing they built though is this horrible vortex of like 50 pandas squashed together, which is making some of those frightening noises.
It's also creating a lot of lag.
That would
Oh.
explain several things. I'm gonna not look at it anymore. Uh, all right, I'm gonna get us a good distance here, and we can start talking through our judging. Let's start with creativity. Elsa?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even written all mine down. I was still taking in the vortex. Um, I'm gonna say that creativity, I'm gonna give this a 7. Um, the labyrinth fortress nature of this place. It's like I don't know if this Junio 6. I don't know if they have ever read the story of the Minotaur, but this is like there's elements of that here, which is naturally scary, and it just the use of skulls and the surprise of seeing human heads after that cadence had been established, very creative. Super gross.
I gave creativity an 8. I thought there was quite a bit going on here with the lavas and the skulls. It was a little like almost too scary for me. I think the music would have put it over the top, but I thought creativity was good. They weren't constrained by like a house form, but they were kind of going beyond that.
I gave this a 6 for creativity. I thought it really did incorporate a lot of unusual elements, the pandas being one, and the stalactites or whatever the things are that are the pokey things. And the sounds were pretty good.
I gave it a 6 as well. I like the I don't know like which one this fits into, but I really like how like the amount of different unique elements is limited for this one. Like they like with the single choice of material, it allows you to like focus on the actual like layout of the space and the like mystery of following the trail of skulls. Um, yeah.
Lots to be haunted by. All right, that brings us to quality.
Yes. Okay. Quality, I gave a 6. I feel like the yeah, I feel like a lot of this, I mean, actually, Evan, it's a lot of the same evidence Evan just spoke to, but there's a lot about this that I can tell is so intentional. And the way those sounds are just getting to me, the way that they work together, I think it goes well, and it kind of makes it feel like there's so much that I guess appropriately I get surprised when I notice an element stick out because all of it kind of makes this scary cacophony like that.
For quality, I gave it a 7. I thought the entry point was unique, and there was quite a variety of scary elements. Yeah, and pandas.
For quality, I gave this a 5. I didn't feel like the space was as well defined, and the space as we moved through it was as well defined as some of the others. But I did appreciate the other elements that were added to it.
Yeah, for the same reason I gave it a 5 as well.
That makes good sense. All right, let's see. We're on authenticity then.
Authenticity, I gave an 8. This is a unique place that is giving proper respect to Earth's most terrifying bear. Yeah, very unique, very authentic.
Oh, authenticity. I was a little low on this one. I thought I gave it a 4. I thought it could have been just more authentic. I don't know what that means. So that was my intuition.
Yeah, I can also refresh us. Authenticity is defined as, is this build memorable and distinct? Does it incorporate something you learned from watching the lecture or your personal research? Is it a place you'd want to visit in real life? Is it iconic in some way? And for this, perhaps it should be, is this a place you wouldn't want to visit in real life?
Yeah, I guess it's my turn. I gave it a 7 for authenticity. I thought it was definitely a very unique place that had a specific point of view. It is not a point of view that I would want to have any part of with murdered pandas and all of that. But yeah, I thought it was definitely a one-of-a-kind kind of place.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 5 for authenticity. I agree with that sentiment though. Like, this does feel like a place that I'm like actively that I actively don't belong in. Like they do not want you there.
Excellent. All right, and finally that brings us to theme then.
Yes. Okay. For theme, I gave a 6. I feel like it's a haunting experience. I think the especially the entry, the the gaggle of pandas on the outside, the vortex of teeming well of panda energy, the spikes and the lava and the grave with spikes at the bottom, all very much make me feel haunted house. And the note, even the like this is Jerry's house. Play this thing, and there's nothing to play. Don't open this door. Jerry's gonna get you. It like makes me worried, and there's a lot of it that feels more prison-y than it does haunted housey for me, which makes it so that I feel I feel scared. I don't like prison. And I certainly feel like a panda prison where the panda is going to behead me. Very scary. But I gave a 6 for those reasons.
I know I'm all over the board on this one, but I gave the theme a 9. I thought it was just kind of out there and a little bit different than what I was expecting, especially with some of the cuteness of the pandas and then just some of the like scariness of everything else. It was very cold, like the build itself with all the stone and the darkness. But yeah, I thought the theme was was there.
I gave this a 7 for theme. It definitely leaned into the gore, which is, a great horror trope, I guess. And yeah, the contrast between the cutesy pandas who might be demonic, we don't know, and all the gore, I thought was well done.
I gave it a 7 as well. Like thinking back on it now, it's very like Labyrinth, where there's like the big like creature that you gotta hide from, and you don't know where you're going. And I think, especially with like the low frame rate, I didn't really know where we were going when we were exploring it. Yeah.
I think this is one place where the lag I'm experiencing might contribute a little bit. Okay, I think that's everything for this one. If anybody has any final comments, feel free to make them while I bring us to our next build. There we go. All right. So this is going to be Nazca 2B's Alpine Coaster.
I'm excited for this one.
We've got this little intro desk here. Oh, it's in the middle of 2 trees. That's fun. Spooky parkour admission is 5 diamonds. For level 2, it's 10 diamonds. Oh, so we've got ticket prices here. Level 2 challenge overnight at the Conjuring House. Level 3 Alpine Coaster. Level 4 Alpine Coaster 2 Spooky costs 20 diamonds.
Oh, that's a beacon.
Oh yeah. Judges use the disc.
Use the disc.
Which disc?
I'm not seeing
empty.
a chest.
Clear out your inventory, or like make an inventory slot and then right click it. Right click the jukebox.
I'm right clicking.
Oh man.
Also, these jack-o'-lanterns are the same as the others, just have candles in them? Or is that different?
Yep.
Yep. These ones have just been lit. Where's the disc? So the beacon must be in the ceiling.
Oh man.
Oh, yep. We're right.
Yeah.
Let us know if you get it. We want to hear it.
Yeah. I'm half wondering if they didn't use tiers or one of those discs.
Was that the top of this building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the beacons we were talking about. You can run them through stained glass to make them different colors. These ones haven't been set to confer any powers upon us, but...
They just go up forever. Wow.
And they're pointed straight at the moon. So it looks like there's a lot to this one. I think we'll start with the roller coaster, though. This player has a deep fondness for building roller coasters.
And they've been getting better at it, too.
Mm-hmm. Grab some minecart. I've been corrected on the correct direction to ride this, I believe.
Could you right-click the other jukebox? Never mind.
Sure.
We can do it when we come back. No. Oh, wait.
Oh, here. Inyana,
No.
Nothing.
Ah. Because I think, isn't it sometimes like when a jukebox is done playing, like the disc will just sit in there until you take it out?
Usually it'll spit out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened then. It got spit out and then it went into the void.
Yep.
Disappeared.
So let's give this a shot.
Oh, can you press F5?
F5? F5. I pressed it. Did it do anything?
Nope. That was like to go into third person.
Oh.
But I guess actually, no, it's all right.
Okay. You get a good view of their whole build from here. slow down.
Wow.
There's a lot here.
We didn't get enough momentum to go up to the top.
No.
No way.
That's okay. Oh, and now it started raining. We'll start here and see if we can't. No. Okay.
No.
That's all right.
That's so interesting though, because like every single time I ride the roller coaster, it works for me, but then every time for you, it doesn't.
I think it's just the curse of what I'm up to. They have this time also included a break so that you stop at the top, which is nice.
Mhm.
I'm going to set the weather to clear. So that's the roller coaster part of this. And then over here, I believe we've got that spooky parkour, which was mentioned, where a player would try to jump through all of these different spots. We've got a pair of shears, some blood spatter, and a head here on the wall. Another jack-o'-lantern. Sorry, I'm slowing my movements. I'm remembering the frame rate lag. So then we've got another spot where a player would jump between these blocks.
Wow.
And then you finished. Go back to the desk to buy level 2, The Conjuring. Oh, hey, that one had a desk.
Yay!
Okay. Paranormal activity. Danger. The ghosts play with you on this staircase. It is infinite. Go slow to get out. Okay. Whoop. There's a hole so you fall.
Oh my goodness, it is infinite. I've never seen that before.
Oh, and then it goes into the ceiling like at the Winchester house. And then we fall, and we're back at the base.
That's so good.
I will say Lava Chicken is playing very loudly, so I'm gonna tweak that quick.
This is a song. This obviously exists. This person didn't make that music on Minecraft.
Yes. So Minecraft comes with several pre-programmed discs. This was added to the update after the Minecraft movie came out. I believe it's in the Minecraft movie. We do have something up top here. I'm gonna go spectator mode quick to make sure I didn't miss any part of their build. Oh, no, that's just the top of the staircase. Oh, and then we've got, yeah, and then we've got walls around it. Okay.
I just want to also say we missed the second coaster.
Oh yeah, the second coaster. Let's do that. So the second coaster is significantly simpler in that we go in a circle forever.
Wait,
Is there a third coaster?
yeah, I thought so. There was, yeah, look, there's the second stone one. The stone track. You know, the wood track, the first one.
Oh, I see. Oh, it was so woven in. I thought they were the same. Okay. Let's see if we can't find a start point for that battle.
No, the start point is the same. It's the same as the other one, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's just like
You'll
right
have to
there.
guide me through. Oh, I see. Alpine Coaster 2. Let's see where this takes us. Oh wow, that's a lot of powered rails. That's gonna go really fast.
Yep.
Oh, and we're just free falling.
Yep.
Oh.
Very Looney Tunes.
Okay. Yep.
Another free fall. Oh, zombie. See somebody else's house right here. Okay. I'll give us a flyover, and then we can move into judging if everybody's comfortable with that. So this one's huge. It's hard to capture all of it. Let's see. Got this, got that. And then
I meant-
back.
This aerial tour. Just continue back to where you started.
Say again?
I missed the beginning of this aerial tour.
Okay. I can jump back to the start. So there's that, and then if we float up and back, trying to get as much of it as I can in.
Yeah. Holy moly. There we go.
There.
Amazing.
It's a big build.
Cool.
Fly up to the door, and actually I'm gonna hover here so that we can see everything. All right, that brings
Oh,
us. Oh,
What is the web space on the side with the heads on the left side?
this thing.
We went- Yeah.
That is the entry to the parkour arena we went through.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Great. Well then, should we start judging?
Yes, let's. All right, we're gonna start with creativity.
Yeah, I gave this one a 9 for creativity. They just kept on creating, actually. I think if creativity had there was like a quotient, like if you had to find out volume-wise, I think Nazca got all the creativity in here, including not only making a series of railed roller coaster tracks, but open foot roller coaster arenas as well that you can parkour your way through. That's what a phenomenal way of thinking about how people can move, as well as like the different iterations being like tracked movements as well as freestanding jumping around movements that are still like there is a trail, but you can kind of pick your own path. Very, very creative.
Yeah, I also give this one a 9 for creativity. I think that there are some compressed spaces inside the building where you buy the tickets, but then there's just this openness to the roller coaster. It's very, very creative.
That brings
Sorry, I
us to
couldn't
Erin.
find my unmute button. I gave this an 8 for creativity. There's a lot going on here, but a lot of neat elements. Even something as basic as having the jack-o'-lanterns glow, though, I thought was a really creative way to do that, and like the spaces. Yeah.
I also gave it an 8. I'll add more comments for at the end. I have a lot to say.
Oh, Sarah, you are muted. But we can tell that you said, let's do the next one.
Yes, I said that brings us to quality. I'm very excited to hear what Royce has to say too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, quality, I gave this a 7. And genuinely, I feel like even the literal like the quality of the different materials used throughout all this, including how they use the lights with the stained glass, like everything is sort of that experience. It's all sort of not high octane, but high oxytocin, um, which is oxytocin is a chemical your brain releases that's like, oh, this is interesting. And this experience, much like a roller coaster, seems to be designed qualitatively to give that experience with the lit up wall of jack-o'-lanterns. Like everything is bright and um, designed to spook you. So
Yeah.
For quality, I also gave a 7. The light is amazing. The spaces are well illuminated. The roller coasters were a bit much for me. I mean, I like the idea of the roller coaster, but there were so many turns, and I think that was part of like the spookiness of it too. But that was a little tough for me to go through so many turns. But overall, the quality of the space is very open and interesting.
For quality, I gave this a 7. I just had a real hard time kind of like orienting myself within it, and thought that maybe there was a little bit more attention paid to the roller coasters than there was to the haunted house part of it.
Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. Um, I really liked it. I guess marking like the start of the roller coasters might be a little bit handy. Um, and also storing the music discs would have been helpful.
Yeah. Some interesting choices regarding sound design from our players. I'm very, very curious if we'll see some more planned storage for that coming up. All right, let's move to theme now.
Yeah, great.
Or hold on, did we do authenticity?
Nope.
Not yet.
Then
Sorry.
let's do authenticity. Sorry, jumping ahead.
That was
Too
my fault.
excited. All good.
I was yeah, distracted. Great. Authenticity, I gave an 8. I feel like this is on the scale of will I remember this for what it is? I feel like it's quite high there. I also feel like there's like this is the start of someone's ideas. Like I could see this build getting expanded upon year after year. I can see it. I mean, even in what we see already, there's so many different ideas going into it, that I feel like authenticity wise, there's also a bunch that could still be done that's quite unique. That's my scary cat. Hi.
I gave it a 7 for authenticity. I'm trying to kind of see more of the haunted house, and I'm understanding that as like the whole vision of the roller coaster. And maybe this whole space is inside another volume, but it's open to the moon. So like the haunted house is kind of like a haunted roller coaster in a way. But I give it a 7.
I gave this an 8 for authenticity. I thought the builder clearly has their unique point of view that comes through in all of the spaces that they designed.
For authenticity, I gave it a 7.
All right. And now that brings us to theme. We're back on track. I'll say you're muted.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So for theme, I gave a 6. Um, this obviously is Halloweeny, and it certainly is spooky. There's lots of loose heads and blood, and shears. Um, However, it does feel like I feel like the other four points would be more activated if I felt like all of the themes, all of the ideas were working more in concert for the haunted house effect. Whereas it feels like it's an awesome set of roller coasters, and there's other things that were brought to like make the roller coasters seem cooler, which I think is a dope idea. I think once this Nazca 2B's theme park opens up, I think that's going to be awesome and horrifying, and that will have the detail that I'm imagining. But I think as it stands, it's like awesome roller coaster without a lot of spooky things, and then spooky things appended to that, which is scary and is why I give a 6.
Fair enough.
I gave it a 5 for the theme. I think Under the theme of a haunted house, the inside spaces are more impactful for me than the exterior roller coaster spaces. The dead end stair and the way that you could exit the stair, the lights, the solar beam going up to the moon. I think that could have been the theme for the whole project, and that would have made it more successful. But jumping around a lot to the different areas, I wasn't able to get one continuous theme like comprehended quickly. Yep.
I gave this a 5 for theme. I I wasn't as scared as I wanted to be, but I did end up feeling kind of motion sick at the end.
I gave it a 6. What I wanted to say for theme was, I I think the theme of like defunct theme park is like, I don't see enough of that, and so I was very happy to to see this built and explore it. Um, yeah.
I'll also say I think it's really funny that they've put up the price list. The real horror is capitalism, it appears. All right, but I'm going to, with that, move us to our next build. Our total score for Nazca 2B is 114 points. And next, we'll be getting to see Mega Dolphin Baby. If any of you would like to make final comments, Royce, particularly, now is your time.
Yeah, I mean, I my comment was specifically on like the defunct theme park theme. Uh, I liked the music. The music, I haven't heard that jukebox disc before. I've been kind of avoiding it, but I think it fits the defunct theme park very well. Um, yeah.
It does very much, in this setting, it takes something that's very chipper that a lot of players really enjoy and makes it really super spooky. I like it.
Mhm.
All right, I think I've got these coordinates right. Yes, okay. We are on the front door of the build known as Unfinished. So this is by Mega Dolphin Baby. They are 12 years old, and they did want me to mention that they were a little overambitious and did not get to finish their entire build. Hence the name Unfinished. All right. So I'm gonna actually start us with a little flyover here, just like so we see the whole build. So this one's really spectacular. All right. And now inside we go.
Jeez, the scope, how tiny that door got as we got closer, and how massive it is inside.
I might have to do a dark walkthrough and then use some night vision here because it is dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a little library over in this corner. The books are open. Oh, they're blank. All blank? Yes.
Unfinished. The books are unfinished.
Exactly. We've
You
got
do,
some
when you
dead.
walk to the front door, you get that feeling of walking into like an old house on Summit. Oh, there's a zombie.
Yep. These monsters, I believe, are intentionally summoned.
Yeah, and it slowed down when it got near you. Is that a zombie thing? Oh, is that
Yep. I'm in creative mode, so they won't attack me, but they do know that like I'm there. Just got a little copper golem statue in the back here. Dead plants and cobwebs. He's eyeballing me. Hey, bud. Oh, we got a creeper there in the hall too. Cobwebs, more statues and plants. Some purple stained glass windows. All the windows are purple stained glass. Some broken floorboards here.
I like the
Little
arches going on. Those are not easy to do.
Yeah, it feels
Mhm.
like the title Unfinished is gonna just stay with this because they obviously spent a while on this.
Mm-hmm. They were building up till the very last moment they could build.
Also, I think they might have been the first person to start building as well.
Mhm. So over here on the other side, we've got what appears to be a long dining table, empty plates on each side.
And are those windows behind that? These.
Yes, so we've got some great windows, again with some really fun views. Mountain behind. You can also see out the front where we can see Nazca's roller coaster out there. And then back here we've got a couple paintings, which are very shadowed, so it's hard to see what they are. I can come back when it's our night vision tour and give us a peek. But this chandelier is also great. Those are copper bars and copper lanterns. Let's see. And then the back half of the main floor. Got the stairs, a door out to a graveyard. That patch of flowers is a really lovely touch, I think. Which means the dining room looks out on the graveyard too. Alright, I think that's the main floor, so we'll head up these stairs.
Are the chandeliers custom then?
Yes. Yeah, each of these
Wow.
would have to have been built block by block.
Okay.
Ooh, I can't wait until we do the night vision tour because I want to admire the staircase.
Yeah. So upstairs we've got a big, very empty room. Over here, another empty room, except this one's got access to the attic. You can see our rafters, a giant spider, crossover into another very big, very empty room.
Ooh, big stained glass window.
Yeah, a rose window. And I may just turn on night vision now. We'll get some particles, but there. That's a lot easier to see. So again, we've got a skeleton hanging up here. And there's that rose window in full light. Oh, the clouds in the background make that super spooky. Oh, Elsa, you're muted.
I just said, wow.
Back here, we've got another empty room with a creeper and some more great windows. That's a little view of Nazca up there. We've got a hole in the floor that lets you fall back to the main floor. Oh no, is that a crawl space? It is.
Whoa.
I'm too small to fit in there. But
No! That's creepy though, I guess. Just out of reach.
I'll put myself in spectator in a moment and we can check that out. And then another big empty room in here. Great view of the swamp. And then a really nice view of the underside of this mountain with this hanging cliff. Holy cantilever, Batman. Okay. And then one more, I'm assuming giant empty room? Yes, with more access to the attic. And another great view of the underside of that mountain. And
Was that a big spider that was hovering in the window up there?
yep, they'll climb basically any surface they're given.
Oh,
Just like real ones. Except these ones are not as beneficial as real spiders. little. Ooh, hey, hole in the roof so we can go out to the roof. So here's another view.
Wow, that's something else.
A lot of detail in this one. I'm going to peek at that crawl space, and then I'll give us that flyover. I forgot I wasn't in spectator mode, so I'm just bouncing my avatar off the walls. So it's just, yep, just a very light... Oh, we've got some redstone here. Wonder what that powers.
That's the flickering light downstairs.
Oh, sick! Oh, I didn't notice that. All right.
Can we take a look at the staircase one more time? I can't remember. I guess I was looking away.
Absolutely. And it's a lot easier to see now that the night vision's on. It's a very grand staircase. We've got two sides here, and they've put brick centers. So if you walk on the brick center like it's a red carpet, you click as you walk up. Sorry. It's on spectator here. Versus and likewise, here's that dining room all lit up. Our two paintings are of a street light on a wooded street and a mountain. All right. I'm going to take us outside so that we can look at the whole thing once over. We can make any comments, and then let's move to judging. We've got 2 builds left after this. Trying to keep us on schedule. Graveyard and back. And let me know if I'm going too fast or if the lag is gnarly. Alright. So then that brings us to creativity. How are we scoring, judges?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first this time. I'm giving it an 8 for creativity. I think that it was like, creativity goes with theme, I feel like, a lot, but I think all of the material choices were very good. And just looking at the front of the building, like, it's just such a gorgeous structure. So yeah.
We're gonna go backwards. I'll just
Sure.
jump in. How about we can go from Royce and back? I gave this a 9 for creativity. I thought it was just really, really well designed. I appreciated all the consistency in the design elements in terms of like the window shapes, and it's very clearly a house, and has some really great, what we might say is historic features. So yeah, I thought it was just really, really well done. I also really appreciated the use of colors throughout. I think we kind of like default to scary has to be dark, but scary can also have a lot of color and richness and kind of dimension to it. And I think they used color really well.
Yeah, this individual, I gave them an 8 on creativity, and I just thought the inside-outside relationship was really strong. It looks like they kind of start on the outside and work towards the inside, starting at the entry. The creativity, I'll comment more on some of the other ones, but it's just, they really utilize the software well to create their vision.
Yeah, agreed. I gave a 9. I guess for that same sentence, the way the attention to detail didn't take away from the spaces where things weren't done. It just was clear that there's more of a vision. Because there was such a vision in one spot, it made it obvious there's more vision to be had. You can almost feel what they're going for in spaces where there isn't anything. And Yeah, it just I like I said before, I appreciate that they would even call this unfinished because there's something scary about an unfinished thing, you know? You see a face without a mouth, you freak out. You see a house this big, with all these like colorful windows and um that like it's so dark, like that has so many random things to look at you can't reach, that's like it was built for something but a purpose that you don't hold, is naturally scary. As well as the way that scale works, like in Nazca's, um it's haunting to go from seeing something really big and then going in a little door and then it's really big again and you feel small and then there's a big spider and yada yada.
Yeah, I guess I want to comment about, like you said, I think you mentioned something about a mouth, but it looks like the house has a mouth, and it's like, honestly, like it's like the house is gonna eat you.
Yes.
Um, uh, but for quality, I gave it an 8. I think there's not much more to be desired in terms of quality here. Um, I think that even like the roof, like the amount of effort into like making it look like the roof is just like falling apart. It's very impressive.
I gave this a 9 for quality. I thought that, it was obviously a little unfinished, and I would have, loved to see more of the ideas expressed in those empty rooms. But the things that were done were just really, really, really well done with a lot of detail.
Evan, I believe that brings us to you.
Quality. I gave this build an 8. I just really well done. Yeah, quality's awesome. Like it looks like a real mansion on Summit, perhaps, that I've been in.
Yeah, same. I also gave an 8, and I don't think I've been in this mansion before today, but yeah, the even the quality of what it gives me is it's like sustained from before I go in through every room. It feels the same amount of eek. Sorry, eek, 3 E's.
Eek factor is strong. Also, I love how the dining room, you said it feels like a mansion you've been in before. The dining room particularly feels like the plates on the table feel like it was left mid-party, which is freaky to me. All right, that brings us to authenticity.
For authenticity, I gave it a 9. It just, everything ties together so well. And it's definitely like this is definitely a haunted house. Like if I went to a house and they're like, "Hey, come into this haunted house," this is exactly what I would expect from it. Just like it being like empty-ish, like wide rooms, monsters wandering around. It's good. Yeah.
For authenticity, I gave this one a 9. It almost felt like a real place to me, as other people have said. Like it could have been actually modeled on an existing place. So that I thought really came through well. And then I would have liked it to be a little bit scarier, and I realized part of that is maybe because it was unfinished. But and also, when we walked through it, it was a little too dark to be able to really see the things. Like you kind of need a little bit of light so that you can see the shadows and worry about what's actually in the shadows.
For entering the space, I gave for authenticity, I gave this a 10. I do agree that it could have used some more light, but the chandeliers, the library, the dining room, it was just really authentic. The stairway, like the first impression of the exterior and that entry is just something else. But yeah, yep.
Legendary and iconic. I gave this a 9. It feels like it's theirs. I hope you never live here, whatever your name is.
Incredible. That brings us to our final, final category. Theme.
For theme, I also gave it a 9. It's a haunted house, and I like it.
I gave it a 9 too. I think the only thing that it was lacking was that it could have been a little bit scarier, and of course it could have been a little more finished, but they really crammed a lot of great detail into this place.
I gave this an 8 for theme. I thought some of the light characteristics that you can bring in through like those laser beams or some kind of like excitement in terms of the story of walking through the house could have been more interesting in terms of like that story of something more than just an empty house. But the house itself is like so authentic to me that it's scary just in and of itself.
I gave a 10 for theme, and it's because this is kind of like Roy said, it's the house I would base a haunted house off of. It is as much as it feels like this is like a thumbprint, like this is certainly this author's build, like I'm looking at something a real working architect is showing me. It also feels like something that someone is giving me real details about for my own dreams later. It just feels like the worst. Great job, Mega Dolphin Baby. I am horrified.
Extra freaky. All right. Any final comments before I move us into our next build? I'm gonna check really quick. Yep, nothing underneath. Okay.
I'm just gonna make a quick comment about just like the block choices. Some of the blocks that were used, like the copper blocks, the stuff for the chandelier, that stuff was added was it like a week before the competition? Like it was added to the game?
Yeah, so it's brand new material.
Yeah. Wow. So like the copper chandelier was like, I was like, wow, I wonder if they're one of the first people to do that in the game.
Ever.
Yeah.
Cool, good tip. What detail to have, what commitment to go back and add that sort of detail.
All right, I'm bringing us to our next build now. Not to bias you all, I think this is my favorite build of the competition. This is Swifty Mom 13's The Invisible Haunted House.
The Invisible Haunted House.
We come up to the door, we walk in. All that's here is floor. We've got some variation between planks, stripped wood, and let's see, what is this? Stripped spruce log, pointed with the grain up. But this is the build, the Invisible Haunted House. This player is our youngest player and also had a few technical difficulties, but I think not to bias you again, but I think they really did the best with what they had. I'll do a quick flyover and we can hit some numbers. All right.
Did you already peer into the hole?
The hole? Like through the door, or is there a hole in the floor you're noticing?
Ground back there.
Oh, yeah. Just a pit.
A pit. Scarier language.
The pit of despair.
And of course, we've got some monsters loose around. All right. So first, that brings us to creativity.
Elsa, you want to kick us off? blink across are those like fireflies or something that go across? I don't know what the.
Oh, that's the night vision I'm using. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
There. This is what it looks like without the bubbles.
Okay, it's actually a little
Door.
creepier when it's darker, so that's actually
Yes.
good. So.
True.
Much creepier when it's darker. All right. Elsa, do you want to kick us off with creativity?
Yes. Creativity. I gave, and you can't tell if that was an 8. My head was a top circle. 8. I especially once the night vision is off. This is yucky. This I think about the creativity of the haunted house based off of when I approached this. Would my first thought be only about how much I think they worked on this, or would my first thought be, do I want to get away? And my first thought here would absolutely unequivocally be, I'm done. I don't like this. I'm not going through that door. I'm not going to peer into the pit. Um, and I feel like that is because of how Swifty Mom has creatively allowed my own fears to dominate this haunted house. So, bravo.
For creativity, I give this a 7, which is quite high, but the creativeness of just naming it and the simplicity of coming up with an idea that is authentic to the image of an invisible house is quite a challenge in and of itself. I know this might not have been as complex as some of the other ones, but the idea and creativity just to be simple sometimes is a challenge in and of itself.
I gave it a 7 for creativity. I think, whether there's nothing there intentionally or there's nothing there unintentionally. The fact is, like, by naming it the invisible house, we know that is an intention for there to be nothing there. And then I think, as Elsa said, you can fill in the blanks with your imagination, and sometimes your imagination is the scariest thing of all.
For creativity, I gave it a 6. I think it's genius about making the invisible house, but the doorway is so detailed. So like your expectations are so high when you're going into the door and you're like, oh, where is it? And also protection, like there's monsters all around. There's no walls. You aren't safe there. And it's very thought-provoking.
Yeah. All right, that brings us to quality.
For quality, I gave a 6, which that's one of, I think, I don't know how many fingers the cat has, but a 6. I feel like this is, I mean, Royce said everything that I was going to say. Quality wise, the intention put behind the awning, the front, represents so much for what my imagination is doing, which is really exciting. So, yeah, quality 6.
For me, quality was the lowest score out of the 4 categories. I gave it a 5 out of 10. And I think the reason I did is there might be an opportunity to use some materials that are more translucent or kind of like emitting light that could amplify the invisible qualities of the house while also like building some invisible qualities into it and not just relying on nothing there to come up with that.
For quality, I gave this one a 6. I really appreciated the entrance and the detail in that. And then I thought, even within the floor of this invisible house, there was still quite a bit of variety of materials and design. And then, having this zombie creeping around is a really good way to make it feel creepy.
For quality, I also gave it a 6. I guess it could, like, there's a possibility of using barrier blocks, which are like fully invisible blocks, but they are solid, so you can't walk through them. Like, you could build like walls and floor that's just completely invisible, so you don't know where you're going. But I think that would also just like very much change the vibe that you get from the house. Instead of like being out in the open, you'd feel very trapped. But yeah, I gave it a 6.
All right. That brings us to authenticity. Oh, I'll say.
No, this was my authenticity hand. Authentically, I have given this build a 7. Yeah, for all the reasons stated before. It feels like it is unique, and kind of to Evan's point, I think there's the other 3 points include like the level of detail that they could add to the sort of ominous experience of walking through this space. And I appreciate that there's not literal barriers stopping you, because it'd be more confusing to be haunted and to be stubbing your toe. You'd be more focused with like where's the wall at than the monsters. Whereas this priority is like endlessly my own fears. Like whatever I'm most scared of is the thing that is most present right now. There's monsters outside. It's dark. Where are the walls? Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I gave this one quite high on authenticity, just because the theme of the name of the build, Invisible House, is true to authentic to what is here. It's not there, and it draws a lot of questions. Like, was the house ever there, and was it removed? Is this a ruin, or is it like partially being built? Is there going to be more being built? Did the designer of this design something and then erase it down back to the entryway? It's quite thought-provoking.
Oh, you're muted.
I gave this a 7 for authenticity. And actually, as we've been experiencing it here, as we've been judging with this Enderman who is walking around, that's part of the build, right? So, or is it part of just like the arena? I'm not sure which, but obviously there's like no place to hide in this invisible house. And so that in itself is pretty scary. And I think that kind of represents a distinctive point of view.
For authenticity, I gave it a 7, for all the same reasons.
All right. That brings us to our final category for this build, which is theme.
Yes, and for theme, I gave this a solid 7. This is the same way that the Mega Dolphin Baby super unfinished, the giant house is just sort of continues to unfurl in my imagination. So does this, actually, specifically even from this angle. The level, like this whole build is about perspective, and I feel like a haunted house is about perspective. Yeah, I feel like a haunted house is supposed to be evocative, provocative, I guess, to use Evan's word. And I appreciate that, like, if in this case, I still wouldn't want to go to it, but I like the idea of going to a haunted house where anything that would touch me, I'm gonna see coming. You know what I mean? That's arguably scarier, but like it's its own thing when it comes to my when I imagine what a haunted house experience is like. So 7 points.
For theme, I give it an 8. I think it does align with the name, like I mentioned, but it's just kind of spooky how few walls there are, and how much restraint that it took to produce this without kind of going too far.
I gave it a 5 for theme, just because I think that there probably could have been a little bit more building that happened, especially Royce was mentioning some of the other tools that can still convey invisibility but be part of the build. And so I think that there was maybe an opportunity there to do a little bit more with the theme of invisibility.
And I give it a 6. Yeah.
Any further elaboration or same reasons?
Same reasons. Yeah. I really like the theme. I was very surprised when I first saw the house. But I'm giving it a 6.
That's fair. Yeah, it gave me a really good laugh the first time I saw it. It's just like delightful to me. Also, this is our youngest builder in the competition. This builder is 6 years old. It's his first build all by himself for a competition. So I'm really glad to get to judge this one, or to hear you all judge this one. All right. Any final comments as I bring us to our last build and our only team build?
I'm excited, I guess. That's my feeling. I'm excited to see what a team build looks like. The scope that one builder has been able to make on their own has been way bigger than I thought was feasible given the parameters.
It's okay, Royce. I know where they are,
okay.
So I'm gonna just.
I was
over.
like, it's right. It was right behind you.
I know. So this one has a roller coaster as its entry point. I don't crash into stuff. And
wow, what an abrupt stop.
so we come into this huge garden. Trees. Grass. Creatures. But to our front, we're met with an entry point here. So this is Team Corrupt Foxes, and the name of their build is the Abandoned Woodland Mansion. So it's Wizard Moose, Carrick, and Create Mod Fox. Okay. Nice long hallway here. I'm going to turn into a couple rooms. Whoa. Got some bloody eyeballs along with our heads. Ooh, eyeless heads.
How do they make it eyeless? Is that you find it? Do
they so what they've done is they've probably used, there's a website called Head Database, and if you enter a command, it will give you a head which has a particular texture on it. And so they've placed them here. It's useful for quite a lot of things. We use it for props in our historic builds as well. You can get heads that are like a stack of newspapers.
Is that what the eyeballs also came from then?
Yep. And you can also, if I pick this up, I can wear it. Oh, except it only gives me a player head because I don't have the texture.
You can, I think it's control middle click.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, here we go. So if I wanted, I could wear this on my head.
There you go.
Very creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy. Okay. Yeah, we've also got these pits in the floor full of cobwebs to fall into. And then an extremely long sectional couch and an armchair. And a painting. Ooh,
is this custom
gallery.
art somehow?
Yeah,
these are built into the game.
Okay.
Got some bars here with broken openings into the outside. Ooh,
you can escape
there. I think for a moment we'll continue inside, but we'll remember that escape route. It's
Definitely got dungeony vibes to it. It's well lit. I
And
can.
more demonic pigs, I think.
Oh my goodness! I'm
Yeah,
gonna have nightmares.
that's the pig, I believe.
Who's the pig? Like, is it like a main boss or something?
It's a piglin.
So they're the like the species of creatures that live in the Nether, and they're probably the ones that carved the snouts into the stone.
Disgusting. Great.
Yeah.
Are those vines? The red vines?
Yeah, these are, what are they, weeping vines? Weeping vines.
Oh,
And
those
so
are pretty
these
scary.
grow, yeah,
Futuristic
these,
somehow. Yeah.
these come from a different dimension. These are in the end, right, Royce?
Nether.
Nether. These are in the nether, and they only grow on the undersides of things.
Hmm.
Oh, we've got a warden somewhere in here. Not a fan of that. Over here, oh, the ceiling in here drips.
Ugh.
Erin, I think it was you who mentioned water's the enemy of any building. Got some crafting tables with a head in the middle, some more jack-o'-lanterns and eyes on the wall. Sorry, I'm moving too fast. A whole bunch of chests, empty. A furnace with a smokestack. And
Are there
a
coffins?
cartographer. Say again?
Are coffins in the game?
No. So we would have to do some shenanigans to get a coffin. I've seen it done, though. The wardens are getting really loud. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Got a dining room in here. Again, with more of those weeping vines. And another door outside. We won't pop outside just yet, because I think there's a feature they would have wanted us to see. Which is, we're going to try to go down this path. Oh, they've blocked it. Oh. So did you all see that? As we reach the end of the hallway gets longer because we've been teleported backward. We can't go out that way.
It's like an infinite hall, right? You're in like a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really...
I believe that they actually set a trap for us.
Oh?
That's where the wardens are coming from, but I think it might have created an infinite loop of more and more wardens.
Oh, great. Do you remember the command to deal with that?
Crap.
Okay, so it's /Minecraft:kill @E square brackets after the right after the E, no space. Type equals warden.
And do. There we go.
Oh, there was only 2. Okay.
Oh, okay. And that is how many we told them they were limited to.
I know lots of things.
They make so much noise. And those are an enemy that find you by the noise you make. They don't like when other creatures make noise. Very spooky.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
Very.
I'm very glad we had Royce on.
No. So here we've got some kind of niches and then
Changing
Cool.
rooms?
changing rooms. I think you're right.
But they have eyeballs, so they watch you.
Or watch everybody else.
We've got a ladder to nowhere. And that must have been where the water was coming from, is through the floor from the pool.
Oof.
And heads on the walls. Oh, it's a bedroom with heads all over the walls. Freaky. Alright. And we've got some kind of... Oh, they're like streetlight style lamps. That goes back down into there. Okay. I know we've gone over time, so I am trying to be fast. We've got another bedroom here, this time all eyeball themed. All right, and more of these bars that look out onto that back garden.
What is it an ice sculpture behind that? Behind you? Yeah,
It looks like a fountain
a fountain.
with, let's see, some kind of dark oak stairs are. Wow, I got real Minnesota there for a second. Dark oak stairs are on the wall to support the water coming down.
Good.
And another wall of heads and eyeballs pointed right where you sleep. Okay, then we've got another, or not another, looks like a dining room up here. Got zombies groaning. And another ladder to nowhere. Alright. Now it'll take us downstairs, and I believe that that crypt leads us to, or that mausoleum leads us down to a crypt. Oh yeah, here we go. Sheer drop. Right onto a fire. Oh no, it looks like we've got a bunch of torture devices here, and some more heads and skulls. Elsie, the look of pure despair on your face.
They know what they did when they made this. Disgusting.
Floor made of spikes, blood spatter, heads hung from chains on the walls.
It really feels like a haunted house as you go through it. Like each room is kind of this square that has its own theme,
Yeah.
and they're very, very scary.
Sarah, what did you say these boxes are with the pipes sticking out of it?
I don't know. We've got a blaze rod and then a piston. I can't tell if they're meant to be more torture devices or if they're meant to be coffins. Either way, kind of spooky. We've got blood stains all over them for sure. We've also got no exit route here, unless we can fly. So a survival player would get trapped down here and die. All right. And now I can't tell where the exit is. There we go. All right. The click of that metal door, it's very final. Okay. I'll give us a quick flyover, and then we will judge our final build, and then we will select our winners.
What of the outside is their build here?
There's some more stuff beneath you, Sarah.
Oh, there is? Okay. Oh yeah, there's this graveyard here. But everything that's on the gray moss here is theirs.
Everything on the gray moss, including the trees too, earlier?
Yep, they grew those.
Cool.
I believe that would be their trap.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, he comes out of the grave. Oh, that's spooky. Not a fan of that at all. No, thank you. Oh, and
Ooh.
Yep, he's killing anything that makes noise.
Stay away.
Oh, that was also bad.
Yep. Just spooky all around. Got a little monument here covered in heads in the back. And a couple more of these. I can't in good conscience call them gallows, but these hooks with heads chained to them. Maybe a gibbet?
Excuse me?
A
gibbet, you said?
Yeah, like what they, in some medieval times, in some medieval, kingdoms or fiefdoms, if you broke the law, they'd hang you in a cage outside of the city bounds as a warning to other people not to come in and break the law.
That's called a gibbet.
I believe so. And so it would be kind of a threat to walk into a new city and see someone picked apart by birds and the elements kind of intimidate you into behaving.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got. That's not part of their build, but we do have a good placement next to a lava waterfall. And we'll go through the gate. Oh, the gate is barred. Oops. Anything else I'm missing here? I think I got it all that time now. We've got a beacon on the roof, too. A lot of monsters, including a witch.
I think. Can you look up?
Yes. Oh!
No way.
Royce, do you want to talk about what that is?
Yeah, that's my pet eyeball. I don't know why it's supposed to look at you, but it's not working right now. Yeah, it's just a floating eyeball. They parked it above their base. It matches the theme of eyeballs, I guess.
Yeah.
Being watched. All right. It's time then, judges, to hit us with some numbers. What are we thinking for creativity?
Okay, Team Corrupt Foxes, I'm gonna say for creativity, I'm gonna give you a 10, a full 10. This, Evan said exactly what I was thinking, that every room felt like there was another universe of nightmare applied there. It is clear that you worked as a team because you wanted to build something together. Even though there's a lot coming together, it doesn't feel disjointed. Yeah, very creative.
I gave it a 7 for creativity. I did think that the spaces were all quite unique on the inside. I wanted to see more creativity on linking the inside to the outside, but I realized as a black box that a lot of the kind of storytelling was happening on the inside, but I got disoriented, which maybe was the point. But for creativity, I gave it a 7 because I think there could have been a little bit more connection to the inside and the outside.
I gave it a 9 for creativity. I want to honor the work that goes into any project as a group. It's really hard to kind of mesh your visions, but I think that this really came across pretty well as if it was one designer, even though I know that it was multiple designers. There was just a lot of flow, and you did a really great job incorporating just a lot of the tools that were available to you to use to make these spaces active and creepy and really well detailed too.
For creativity, I gave it an 8. It's very good. I guess I'm gonna say this now, even though it probably goes for theme or authenticity. But with the name, I believe it was Abandoned Woodland Mansion. Just from what I know about woodland mansions, they are procedurally generated structures in the game where each room does have its own theme. Some rooms have statues of creatures, some rooms are dining rooms. And so that really does tie into this structure of each room having its own thing and everything being segmented in that way. Yeah.
Right, that brings us to quality then.
I gave Team Corrupt Foxes a 7 on quality. I feel like there is a lot that went into this, especially on the outside. I appreciate, Sarah, that we can do the spectator mode because it's rich, it's dense, it's dripping with spookiness. Even the initial roller coaster, the quality of getting on it being red. I'm sure that's a speed thing or something, but getting on a red roller coaster, it shooting you up to the space and stopping immediately, and there's no sound when you get there, that already, and there was all this grass. It just felt like It's making the hair on my neck stand up now, even thinking about it. Anyway, well done. Well coordinated.
I gave it a 9 for quality. I thought that the spaces were really well defined, and it was like genuinely quite scary. The quality of the planning that went into this is very high.
I gave it a 10 for quality. I'm really struggling to imagine what else could have been done to improve upon the kind of spaces that were created and the details that were there. I loved the, like even just like overgrown garden aspect at the beginning, and then really clearly defined rooms. I thought it was all just really well done.
I'm giving it a 9 for quality as well. I think just the outside environment with the pale oak trees and the tall grass. Like, tall grass is very spooky. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. I believe that brings us to authenticity.
That's right. I gave it an 8, also because tall grass is very spooky. Genuinely too, Royce, actually, you mentioned how woodland mansions are often like, Mad Hatter style, where every room has its own je ne sais quoi. And in this case, um, I keep using this image of a thumbprint, and this really felt like, but it felt like this group's project. It really felt authentically yours. It was spooky. There was a lot that I wouldn't have considered about this, up to and including even your dark beacon, and your trap of wardens, and the use of colors. Like it's really intricate and on purpose.
For authenticity, I gave this a 7. There were a lot of like scary things. Like maybe the heads, there were like too many heads in my opinion, or it was almost too scary, but then I got kind of numb to it. Whereas I think some of the previous contestants used like pandas or like other things that were like kind of whimsically out of expectations of what you might see in a scary mansion. But no, very, very authentic, very, very true to a haunted house, I thought.
I gave this a 9 for authenticity. I thought it was very clearly a unique place that this team had come up with, and rendered really well. It is not a place that I would want to spend any time whatsoever.
For authenticity, I gave it a 10. Specifically for just the layout of it and the tying into the Woodland Mansion theme. But yeah.
Then finally, speaking of the Woodland Mansion theme, that brings us to theme.
I gave you a 9 for theme because, as Erin so eloquently put it, I hope this never shows up again in my life. I hope there's no other context in which this obviously haunted land, blighted trees, and as Evan put it, I mean, just teeming with skulls and heads and eyeballless eyes and eyeballs. Yeah, very much on theme. I and sort of and on theme to the point of like a Halloween special, like it feels like there's so much going on there. Like at any tableau that I take in of the space, I'm getting a unique haunted house vision, including even the the boutique coffins, the ones with the low rods, as well as the chests on the wall, also was reminiscent of like a mausoleum, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I gave this a 7 for the theme. It feels like an institution of scariness, and I think that was very successful. For the theme, some of the rooms got a little bit like repetitive for me, but you did so much, like the walls of the rooms. I mean, like there were a lot of square rooms, but that added to the scariness too. And I feel like the use of the entourage and the people and the items that you can enter into the system was very good. Very good variety of entourage, I'll call it. I'm not sure if there's a better name for it, but like the stuff and the characters that were inhabiting the spaces. Yeah.
I gave it a 9 for theme. I thought they actually did a really good job kind of weaving in some recurring elements, whether it was the eyeballs or the red stuff that was hanging from the ceiling, the wardens that kind of reappeared outside as a trap or whatever. And then the kind of like the doom loop of running down that hallway and coming back. I thought they just kind of put you in this very immersive environment really successfully.
Yeah, and I gave it a 9 for the same reasons as before.
Okay. Let's see. Then we'll be taking a moment to count up the total scores here. Congratulations to our winners. After calculating our final scores, our team winner is going to be Team Corrupt Foxes with 138 points. Our individual winner will be Mega Dolphin Baby with a whopping 140 points. You all came, you rocked the competition, you stunned the judges. Thank you all for your incredible commitment to building. There are truly no losers because all of these have been such stunning, wonderful builds. I was just going to say, any last words, judges?
Oh, sorry, I was out of order. Keep building.
I'll second that. These are so much fun to see and witness, and I see a lot of aspiring architects here, so keep it going.
Yeah, I love the creativity, and it was really fun to get introduced to Minecraft.
Right. Fabulous. Thank you so much, judges. I have appreciated your expertise so immensely, and I hope to see you at further events. And thank you all for watching. If you are interested in joining the Minecraft program at 825 Arts, we are open every Wednesday after school from 4 to 5 p.m. at 825 University Avenue, or same location on Saturdays from 2 to 4 p.m. if you want a longer open build session. I've lost my connection, and we're all good to go. So have a beautiful day and happy building. Bye.